Today in election news, Mohsen Rezai, the principle-ist candidate of the 10th round of the presidential election, said in connection with Iran's nuclear issue, quote, "I propose that America, Iran, Europe, and Russia should undertake uranium enrichment coordination jointly on Iranian territory, and I shall advance my peaceful nuclear policy within the context of this coordination." Rezai, who made these remarks in an interview published today with the Berlin-based newspaper Tagesspiegel, also described as, quote, "trustworthy" the new U.S. administration's foreign policy change, and said, quote, "America is no longer interested to lead and send military expeditions to all resistance spots in the world. This is a healthy climate for conducting talks, and our stance is that when Americans change themselves, then we will also change ourselves." Rezai said that the U.S. uses particular countries in the Middle East region to increase its own influence. He added, quote, "This position adopted by America has enhanced tensions in the region and increased the split between some Arab countries and Iran." The Secretary General of the Islamic Coalition Party, Mohammad Nabi Habibi, said today that ideas raised about inviting international observers to monitor the presidential election were playing at, quote, "dirty politics." According to Mehr news agency, Habibi, who was speaking to reporters in Shiraz, the capital city of the Fars province, said, quote, "I do not consider this to be merely a case of bad politics, but one of dirty politics." He explained that this kind of political play on the part of some presidential candidates was indicative of their uncertainty about winning the election. Habibi said, quote, "Some people raise such issues about the health of the election the moment they sense that they will not be able to win the election. In this way, if they do not succeed to get elected, they can say they had already expressed concern about the conduct of the election. On the other hand, if they do go on to win, they can say that in spite of all the problems and difficulties, the people still voted for them." The Secretary General of the National Trust Party, Mehdi Karoubi, criticized the Guardian Council today for, quote, "endangering the Islamic Republic of Iran's system," and also said if he were elected to run the country as president, he would form a cabinet that would be representative of all Iranians. According to Saham News, Karoubi, the reformist candidate of the 10th presidential election, who was speaking to students in the southwestern province of Kermanshah, referred to his program for running the country and said that he would form a, quote, "comprehensive cabinet so that the next government," quote, "would be representative of all Iranians." Replying to a question on the project to promote security in society, Karoubi criticized the excesses of the Vice and Virtue street patrols, saying, quote, "When I see the Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance's patrols with their black windows keeping watch at the crossroads, I am reminded of the time I was imprisoned before the revolution. For this reason, I will elect a reformist and brave interior minister who is a follower of the line of the Imam, so that the people will not be constantly harassed for minor nonconformity to the principle of promotion of virtue and prohibition of vice, such as the way they wear the Islamic dress code or their long boots." These stories and more at televisionwashington.com.